Hello there, YouTube. How the hell are you? My name is Vac, and we're here today to talk about another Crowfall race, the Half-Elf. So, the Half-Elf is somewhat similar to their human cousins in some abilities. So let's take a quick look at them and their starting statistics. They get a big bonus to Dexterity. They get a bonus to Intellect and Spirit. And this is, of course, better than humans, who simply get 30 Strength. So that's a better starting bonus, but their overall statistic caps are kind of a push. If you'll remember, humans are 250 all around. So what we're seeing here is that we have a 300 intellect and a 200 strength. So a little better smarts, not quite so much brawn on the half-elf. And that's pretty much their biggest difference from their human cousins, aside from a few of these granted powers. So let's take a look at these now here. Lay of the Land is their crafting power. It's a plus 15 increase to mining. And it does make them a fairly good miner if you're working with white vessels. You know, later on in the game, you're probably going to want to make a Ganeshan to roam around the PvP zones and harvest. But for starting out, this is probably your best option for a miner. Past lives is very much like the human past lives power. It's pretty much exactly the same. It grants a 4th discipline slot, as you can see here, whereas every other race pretty much only has 3. So that's a pretty good one right there. Trailblazer increases movement speed while out of combat. You see a few people have this. The half-elves is 15%. It's just a little boost to out of combat speed. It's nothing to write home about. Wildkin's Retort is a pretty good passive that will heal you over time every time you get hit with a crowd control ability, and in PvP that's going to be pretty golden. Bandit's Armor is an active effect that's going to give you a barrier for 15 seconds, which is a good long time in a fight. That'll eat up 1,000 piercing damage or 500 of any other type. So that's going to go pretty quick for the most part if you're being the target of focus, but it might give you a couple extra seconds to live. And so those are your main ones. After that, you've got what they call the spin step, which is it's a dodge roll basically, and it looks pretty much just like the humans, right? 2 pips and 10 feet or 10 meters, and that's pretty much the extent of it. So let's go have a look at what classes they can play for the final analysis. So looking here, we can see that the half-elf is able to play Assassin, Druid, and Ranger. That's their 3 options. Given their big bonus to Dexterity, although their Dexterity cap is not anything special, but given their big bonus to Dexterity, they make a decent choice for Assassin and Ranger. There are better races, though. And their increased intellect cap at 300 lets them be an okay DPS druid, but they're not going to be particularly special as a healing druid. Not that healing druids are, standouts at the moment in the meta. So honestly, this is not a great race. There wouldn't be a great choice or a first choice for any of these 3 classes. There are better picks. But I mean, if you're just dead set on them, they have things to recommend them. They're not terribly gimped. They're not your top tier choice on anything. So if you like the half-elf, I hope you have a good time with it. I'll see you out there in the RVR zone. If you like what you saw here today, if you could give us a like or a subscribe, it would help us grow the channel and get more eyeballs on us, and we'd sure appreciate it. So until I see you guys again, be cool, keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.